Hi, you're welcome to this episode of your English language tutorials. Um, I'm still your English language tutor, Maibala. Um, Today, I want to remind you of a fact, which is the fact that English language has a lot of rules. At certain levels, rules are established, but when you get to certain level, you break certain rules because of the presence of another rule. Now, one of such examples is the rules of time and that of number. These are some of the examples of how certain rules are broken. For example, we know that if one is single, there is a particular verb that is used for that person, which is is. John is here. And if it is the subject is plural, you use a plural verb. For example, John and Mary are here. But you see, is belongs to the singular subject, are belongs to the plural subject, but there are instances in English language where are is used for a singular person because of the presence of yet another rule. For example, if I meet you in the morning and I say good morning, what will your answer be? Good morning, sir. I will now ask you, how are you? And possibly you will reply, I am fine. Now, if I may ask you a question, how many are you? There is every possibility that the person I'm speaking to is just one person. I may be speaking to John and I will tell him, how are you? And he will respond. Now, are is plural. Is singular. But in this case, note that I did not say how is you, which is wrong in English language. How are you is right. Why is it right? This is because of the presence of another rule which says second person, both singular and plural, should use the plural form of the verb. The second person singular is you. The second person plural is you. And because it is the same form that is used, there is a convention that agrees that the plural form of the verb should be used in order to avoid confusion. Now, for example, if you are many, I can say, how are you? And if you are single, I can still say, how are you? Can you see where the rule of singular and plural has been broken? So in English language, it is a crime for you to know rule number 1, rule number 2, and stop there. You have to know rule number 3 and rule number 4, because rule number 4 may break rule number 2. If you don't know all the 4 rules, you may maintain rule number 2 when you get to rule number 4, thereby making your English language grammar wrong. So you need to study and master all the rules. Another example about how rules are broken is the rule of time. For example, you may come and meet me and I will ask you, did you see Emeka on your way here? You see, the main verb of the sentence is see. And I did not say, did you saw? I said, did you see? Why did I use see? And you are already here, which means if you had seen Emeka on your way here before getting to me, that means it is in the past. But I will not say, did you saw Emeka? And the reason is this: the presence of the past tense of do, do, which is did, did. If you're using the verb did, main verb must remain in simple present form. That is the rule. You see, another rule has broken the rule of past tense. If you want to know if this is true, remove did. If you say, have you, your main verb will have to indicate past. Have you seen Emeka on your way here? Have you seen it? So, if you are using a different, if you are not using did, you're using a word different or other than that, your verb will reflect past tense. But anywhere you have did, did, which is the past tense of do, your main verb must remain in simple present. Did you take the boy to the hospital? Which means, did you took the boy to the hospital is bad English. As far as standard British English is concerned, the one we call Queen's English. Did you take the boy to the hospital? Did you eat food? Did you eat? Mark the word eat, not ate. If you say, did you eat? You're wrong. But if you say, did you eat? You're right. Why? Because you're using the past tense of do, which is did, did. Can you see now another rule that has broken the rule of time? So, you have to be careful when you're using this, and you have to know as many rules in English language as possible. Thank you. See you another time.